Okay, this is going to be my second movie review, and I am going to do it on, of course, the recently Blu-ray release of The Lion King. Now, of course, as before, I will separate the review in separate parts. I will, of course, cover the film, which will include the audio commentary, which I'm watching at this very moment, and, of course, the video quality of the film, the audio quality of the film, and finally, I will be covering the special features, and, of course, my final thoughts of the film. Now, the Lion King is the classic Disney 1994 film, which the basic premise of the film, unless you've been living under a dungeon, is that it's a story of Simba who is tricked by his evil uncle into thinking that he killed his father, who in fact it was his Uncle Scar who did. And because that he is guilt-ridden by his uncle to exile the Pride Lands, where the Pride Lands is the area of land in Africa where Simba and his father ruled over all the animals in the kingdom. So he was guilt-ridden into leaving the land by his evil uncle. And the rest of the film pretty much tells on how he gets over that and eventually retakes his place as king and leader of the Pride Lands. Now, thing that makes the Lion King very so distinctive is that it was probably the last of the great films of the Disney Renaissance. While there were a couple other high-grossing films after that, like Pocahontas and Tarzan, as far as the super blockbuster, the Lion King belongs with films like Beauty and the Beast and Aladdin and Little Mermaid. So, the Lion King is personally my second favorite of all the Disney films. Beauty and the Beast is my favorite because I could do another another show to tell you why I like Beauty and the Beast, but I won't. Now, the thing that makes the film very interesting to me is a lot of voice actors, for instance, like Rowan Atkinson, who is a British actor who is known by a lot of people who's playing Mr. Bean on British TV. Now, the interesting about Mr. Bean's character is that a lot of his humor is through body language. It's not through speaking or voice comedy at all. So it's very interesting to see how well Rowan Atkinson was able to play Zuzu the bird in the movie. You can't tell. It's pretty amazing. And another great performance by Jeremy Irons as Simba's Uncle Scar. Now he's a great actor. There's no way, if and buts about it. While his singing of "Be Prepared" is probably not the best song in the movie, but he is probably Jeremy Irons probably did the best performance in the whole film, as far as I'm concerned. Now, as part of this review, I chose to watch the film with the audio commentary. I chose not to do it with Ben-Hur because I honestly didn't want to watch a full-hour movie again. So, this film, the commentary was just excellent. There were no stops in between the voice. The guys were talking. There was just content being taught throughout the whole film, and I learned a lot about story about the actors, how they auditioned for the roles, and different stories about performances, and also it was very interesting learning about a lot of the animators. Now, the one thing that I never knew about when making The Lion King and a lot of modern animated films is that one of the animators usually assigned to one character. So while I would think that maybe one guy might do 2 or 3 different characters, they were assigned to one character just to make sure the character came out as best as it could. And the other fascinating thing I learned about the animation process is a lot of the animations in many cases were done in different parts of the country. Like there's one scene with Simba and Mufasa talking, and they explained during the commentary that both characters were animated. Like one was animated in California, the other one animated in Florida. And so it was up to the editor to be able to mesh everything together and make it flow very smoothly. Which that I don't know how they edit animated film, but when I think about it, that's just gotta be really, really complicated and tough work. So, and that's my take on the film and the commentary. Now, I must say, with the visual quality of the Lion King, you are getting an excellent picture right here. This, I haven't seen the Disney film done in Blu-ray this great, probably since Beauty and the Beast was released last year, which is just great. And the other neat thing is, since the last time I saw Lion King was probably on VHS, which was a long time ago. And the nice thing about this one is the colors are brighter. You don't see any film artifacts showing up in the film, and just great. I really can't say anything else than to give it a full marks. And so I usually have to give it a 10 out of 10 for the visual quality of the film. Now, the audio quality in the Lion King is absolutely excellent. It's I did not hear any artifacts or any problems with the audio quality, and I would easily give the audio quality a very high marks. Now, as part of what I'm gonna do with any Disney film I do or any musical, I'm gonna borrow an idea that was put forth by Paul Duden on his videos for that guy with glasses.com, where I am going to tell you the best song. I'm gonna have a new segment for the type of movie called Best Song, Worst Song. The best song will be my favorite song of the film, and the worst song will be not that really the song is bad, but just my least favorite of the film. And with the Lion King, there really isn't a really bad. Well, there's a song I like the least favorite, but there isn't a song that's so awful that not worth listening to. But for my best song, I am probably going to go with Hakuna Matata. Now, that song is, even though the famous title song that Elton John did won a Grammy and I believe was nominated for an Oscar. I just like Hakuna Matata better because it's a much more fun song, and you can sing along with it with your kids, and it's just a blast. Now, for the worst song, I'm gonna go with Be Prepared, because even though the sequence is pretty sweet and Jeremy Irons just had a very distinctive voice, it's not a very good singing voice. So that's probably my least favorite. So there's the audio portion, and for the for my final score, the audio part, I would easily give the audio a 10 out of 10. The songs there really is not a bad song in the whole film. All the songs are great. You can repeat them, you can listen to them over and over again without really getting bored. So, without about a 10 is as perfect of a story you can get for a film. Now, the special features in The Lion King are really hit or miss. Like, the four most significant features are actually pretty good. First off, you have, which pretty much amount to like a reminiscent piece, where the two directors, the main producer, and some of the animators reminisce about the film, and which are very interesting. But one of the key pieces of the feature, which I found interesting, was that they were talking about the stage play, which does look interesting, and if I ever get a chance to see it, I would. So that was probably the best feature, because it was obviously the newest, and it's shot in HD, which is nice. The second feature is one that was obviously made for the previous DVD release. And in that one, it's just your simple making of. They explain a lot about the trip to Africa, and for the animators, so they can get good drawings of the animals and how African animals behave, which is very interesting. And that feature, I enjoyed that feature a lot, just because it was it just explained the making of the movie in more detail than the reminiscent piece did. The third feature, which was very interesting, was the deleted scenes. Deleted scenes and extended scenes. Now, I really enjoyed it because each scene is given a short introduction by one of the two directors of the film, and for the most part, all the deleted scenes are very interesting. But I can see why they did not include the respective deleted scenes in the movie. They either extended a scene that did not need to be extended, or or it just took the story to a different direction where it didn't need to go. And also interesting, one other deleted thing that I come to mind, which I want to point out, is there's a song that was deleted, which further explains why Nala was not with the Pride when Star took over, why she ran away. It's to further explain how that came about. But the song, it was much too similar to Be Prepared, which is in the film, so I can see why they did not include that. And the fourth feature, which I do appreciate, but they really never did need to do this, were actually bloopers and outtakes that the animators went out of the way to make. That, like, if you see an outtake with the film, it'd be like the actor messing up with the line, etc. But they did this using animation, so it looks like, just from the movie, that as they messed up on a line, they just wanted to continue the animation, and it was quite humorous. And now, the features on this Blu-ray, to tell you the truth, disappoint me, because while the four main features that I could watch were great, a good majority of the older features were on a Disney portal, which you had to get online through the Blu-ray. And because where I live, I have a lower tiered DSL connection, it took almost 5 minutes for one of the videos to load, and I hit cancel before it even finished. So, and these films, in my view, are meant for someone to buy and almost never have to buy another copy of this movie again. And 10 years from now, when you can't log on to these portals, you have all these features that you can't watch. And I hate the BD Live features on DVDs, Blu-rays, and it's just stupid. That's why I like to call them BFD Live instead of BD Live. I won't explain what the F stands for. You pretty much get the picture. So because of that, I have to give the special features a 7 out of 10. While the features I was to watch were phenomenal, if it weren't for this Disney portal thing, it would easily get a 9 out of 10. So, there you go. Now Disney had given us an absolutely excellent Blu-ray this time around. I will have to give this Blu-ray probably a 9 out of 10. While Disney did an excellent job with the visual quality, the audio quality, and then this is probably one of Disney's best films they've ever released, I have to make a few little remarks because of the special features, and they didn't seem to do as much effort to this one as they did in Beauty and the Beast, even though most people that I know consider The Lion King as the best Disney film, or at least the best Disney film to come out of the Disney Renaissance of the early to mid-90s. So, in conclusion, it's a great Blu-ray, and I hope Disney keep doing this good a job on its future Blu-rays, and even a better job on the special features. So, I'm out.